Greetings, everyone. As I promised, we're getting right back into things. Not only because this is debatably my favorite installment in the series, but also because it's just a really good game, and I want to share with you. I talked a little bit about this in the first game, but I'm surprised this game never made it to the Western world. You'll see what I'm talking about. So, as you can see, I like this game a lot, but not enough to defeat Base. But next to that, let's play the game. Sir, research on. Final stage. Last. What took so long? That dude, like, come on, I only took a weekend off. Give me a break. Forgive me. Delays, be punished. Sir, just get things started, will you? That's an interesting way to start a game. We will rule the world, just like World 3. Fool, not like World 3. Don't our... Begin project. Sir. ACDC School, Density, last day of school. Lan, you're on time today. If you got up early, you wouldn't have to run so much. Thanks, MegaMan, I feel so much better now. Now, you haven't forgotten what the day is, right? Not likely. It's the last day of school. Vacation time! And report card time, too. No problem there. You sure? Hey, let's go make plans for vacation. Now, as you can see, we've had to give up all that amazing stuff. All of our neat stuff is gone, and we're back to pretty much the same starting folder we had before. Pretty much the same garbage. Good morning, Lan. Hey, Mel. Morning. Lan, Dex is looking for you just now. Now, it may not look like much, but the sprites actually are a little bit different from the first game. You'll have to have really sharp eyes to notice all the differences, though. First, press start on your PC to open the menu. You read mail and organize your chip folder. Press the L button, touch your navy. Of course, I'll probably forget everything anyway. Lan, you got mail. Ah, that's very good timing. Viruses, which become scarce after World 3, are now on the rise again. Electronic devices infected by viruses may cause damage. That's a really poor way of wording that, but I got what you meant. The blackboard. You can jack in here, but why would you? That's a very fair question. It's a book here about our PET terminals. Want me to tell you about it? Actually, that's what Yai was reading from our last game. You can read the books here anytime you want. Morning, Lan. You're always having fun with MegaMan. I wish my nav was as fun as yours is. Well, he is a true bro, I guess. Sometimes there are battle chips lying around class. I don't see any here, though. Class schedule. Thank goodness there's no classes during vacation! School proceeding from the sun. In the event you weren't already familiar due to anime and other things, there's a frog in there, he's glaring out at you. Looking at his expression, he seems to be saying, "Hey buddy, you want to toast me? It's oven in here." I don't know, amphibians tend to like hotter conditions than I do. In Japan, a summer vacation is a much shorter break, and they are usually given homework over it. Yo, Yai! Hi, if it isn't Lan, good morning. I suppose you want to hear about my collection, right? Collection? Collection of what? I'm collecting Electopian fans! What's Electopia? Well, you'll find out soon enough. Sort of like little pieces of fan-shaped art, you see? The special privilege of the upper class, I suppose. Well, you probably wouldn't understand. I do. That's alright, you don't have to... Smug Snek. Vacation starts tomorrow, whoopee! Alright, buddy, kept you waiting. What's up? Morning, Dex. Yo, Lan! Let's do some net surfing after school, okay? Is net surfing still in vogue? Is that, like, still something that kids would say these days? It's kind of been a while since 2001, and I'm just genuinely curious if you yuppies changed our dialogue or not. I'll tell you about it later. Ah, teacher's coming. Am I an old man? Am I out of touch? You guys can just tell me in the comments, I guess. Teacher's here. Good morning, class. Are you excited about vacation yet? Woohoo! You all know what you're going to do? I'm at my grandpa's place for my vacation. Something little for me. A round-the-world cruise, maybe. You infuriate me, forehead. Well, it sounds like you all have wonderful plans. I'm gonna save the world, probably. But don't forget about your homework. Yes, Miss Mari. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Report cards! No! Ah! You know, I wasn't always like a straight-A student or anything, but, I don't think I did poor enough to be a Shonen Pro Tag either. Okay, class, have a nice vacation, and be safe. Yes, Miss Mari. Yes, Miss Mari. Oh. Lan, Dex, is something wrong? Anything you want to share with me, Lan? Someone said they needed to talk. Hey, there you are. Now we can talk. You hear about the new square on the net? I hear they're looking for city net battlers there. I don't know what a city net battler is, but it sounds cool. I invited Mail and Yai too. We can all go together, yeah? The meeting place is the net, at the square entrance. Jack in and send MegaMan online when you get home, okay? Did you hear that, Lan? The square is like a city on the net for us net navies. You can shop and talk to other navies. It's a lot of fun. So, it's like social media if it wasn't completely cancerous. Now, we can't explore the school because the school is not going to be a dungeon this go-around. There used to be a store here, but now it's gone. Posters of a flyer posted here. Something's written on it. Closed temporarily for personal reasons, huh? You know it's severe when you write down your verbal tick. Blue house on there is where that land boy lives. The pink place, the kid there is named Mail, I think. I'm a salesman. Knowing who lives where is my job. That's creepy. That's creepy no matter how you rationalize it. Squirrel statue seems to be the park's mascot. Why a squirrel? It's a mystery. I also noticed the town got a jaunty new overhaul to its theme. PETs are, like, so cool. It would be so lame without one. I don't even know what to say to that. Playground climbing hill, great for hide and seek. Slide has a sandbox at the bottom, so it's safe to ride. I'm not so sure about that. Oh, more battleships too. Check out my chip folder, it's full of cool battleships. And I'm sure your Shotgun K is going to just blow us all away. You know about virus busting? Yep. Top virus busters get licenses from the official center. You can test the license at the square on the net. Plug PTs and appliances. That's jacking in. Jacking sends your navi into the net. Even old folks can do it. Let's press the R button. Hi. I'm from Den Gas. You had a problem with a gas appliance there or something. Isn't that Miss Yai's house? We'll get right on it. Yeah, sorry to reverse your bubble blab, but, no. Doghouse-shaped security system. Everyone that comes near it barks like a ferocious dog. Seems well maintained for checking in. Which I can't actually do, because I have a tutorial to attend to. Welcome home, Lan. How was school? Fine, Mom. That's nice. Now, what was I going to ask you? Special order oven for baking Mom's cheesecakes. Apparently something about it makes it better for cakes. What would make an oven better specifically for cakes? Super thin TV. These TVs don't have jacking ports. That makes sense. If you're going to make it really, really thin, you only have so much space to work with. Lan! I know you got it, so let's see it. I was holding it for a friend? Got what, Mom? Don't you what me? Your report card, that's what. I was definitely holding that for a friend. Darn, I thought you'd forgotten. At least he's honest about it. Well, let's see now. Lan, what? Lan! Uh-oh. Don't you uh-oh me, young man. Lan, maybe you should apologize? You're right. Mom, I'm sorry. Now, can I go play on the net? Well, certainly not. Homework first. You're the boss. Homework first. Use the R button to jack into the PC. I've got a new poster over here. Looking at all the junk in here brings back memories. I don't think there's any freebies. The answers to the last test are hidden in here. You're in big trouble if Mom finds these. You have the answers to the last test, and yet you still flunked out. Even when you're cheating, you fail, Lan. Jack in. Execute. New updated Jack in animation, which is less is more kind of design. And we're in the computer cyber world. Before we go out to play, I'll start the homework program. Wonder if everyone went straight home? I'll start today's homework program. We'll begin by reviewing basic virus busting techniques, which means we're going to just redo the tutorial from the last game. Time to do some virus busting. No matter what you do, never forget the basics. Trust me, you won't let me. I'll explain again how to beat viruses from the beginning. First, you must send chip data to your NetNavi. Make your selection in this custom window. Select the chip to send to your Navi out of these. The selected chip's data is shown here. Okay, I get what you're trying to do, but that's still the wrong form of the possessive because it needs to be pluralized. Here's the attacking force. As you can see, the entire interface for this is now like a million times better, and all they had to do was change like 2 things. Next is this, the virus's HP, hit points, or endurance. Normally you can only send 1 chip per turn, but you can send 2 of these same chips, such as the cannons. Doing that, you can use mini-weapons, an effective technique. Let's try actually selecting a chip instead of the Navi. Use the A button to select, and the R button shows information. You can attempt to escape by pressing the L button. Right, you no longer need a chip in order to run away from combat, but that's still not something I plan on doing much. A cannon, in that case you can select 1 more. Because I'm going to pick a suboptimal strategy, right? Alright, let's send this chip to the Navi. Select OK. The thing I want to draw to everyone's attention is now we can actually see letter code as soon as the chip is in our hand. That is just so much better and will greatly speed up combat. You send the chip data. Now it's time for battle. I'll explain different points as you actually fight. You can move your Navi up, down, left, and right. The button fires the automatic Mega Buster. Weak but handy. HPs are shown in the upper left. If you reach 0, you're dead, which I had happen a few times last game. I'm going to see if I can't avoid that this time, but I'm not making any promises. Above your Navi's head are the chips you just sent. Use them with the A button, but you can only use each once. Then that's it. That's the basics. Easy, right? I have a question for you. If you used your chips but still haven't won, what do? You, That's right, land the custom gauge. It slowly builds up. Once it's full, press the L button or R button to return to the custom screen. Let's do some actual virus busting. Good luck! Yeah, it hasn't changed a whole lot. Good job, now for the next problem. Next, I'll explain about support chips. Not all chips are weapons. For example, this area grab chip gives you more room to move. This combined with the wide sword is the effective tactic. But you can only pick the chip with the same chip with it, right? You raise an interesting point, Lan. Look here. You see this mechanic right here? This is why the battle chip system is way more intuitive than the card system used in Star Force. See the alphabet letters? This is called a chip code. You can pick different chips if they have the same code. You'll see later, but Area Grab and Wide Sword both have L codes, so you can select them together. Speaking of which, some chips have an asterisk code, which is also a new thing. It's like a joker. It can go with anything. It's a wild card, basically. Let's pair L chips. Let's try Area Grab and then Wide Sword. Alright, let's send this chip to the Navi. By the way, if you deliberately goof around and let yourself get killed, all it does is like, oh gosh, you lost? That's weird. Try it again, and then you're just forced to do it over again. You see the chip data. Time to test our strategy. Let's go over the strategy again, because it wasn't obvious the first time. First, use Area Grab with A button. That will steal the farthest left square from the virus's side, so your Navi can move more. Go to the stolen area and use the Wide Sword. So watch out for the virus's attacks when you're near it. Good luck, class. Yeah, it's mind-bending stuff. This time, try sending chip data by yourself. Now, it gives you the option of just doing it again, but, I'm not gonna. Good job. Now for the last problem. Finally, I'll talk about Open Folder. Almost done, class. This is the technique to add up to 5 chips to the custom window. Having more chips means more combinations. In the bottom right of the custom window, see the Add button? Yep, it works differently this time. This is the one part of the tutorial that's actually relevant. If you don't like your chip selection, select chips you don't need and press the Add button. The selected chips will be removed and you'll have to fight that turn without them. But you'll get that many new chips the next turn, and that's actually true in perpetuity. In the original game, if you hit Add and then drew chips, you would go back down to just having 5 options. In this game, it will stay with the additional chips that you have added until the fight is over. You can make more combinations, giving you a comeback chance. Let's practice. The use of your recover tins are taking too much space. Select 3 recover tins before pressing the add button. You really don't need that many recovery chips, especially not in the early game. Now pass 1 turn without. MegaMan, send new chips. It'll take 1 turn. Open the custom window. Ta-da! The number of available chips grew by 3 because you chose 3. Now you'll have no problem deleting these viruses. Now, I will say, this is a much more intuitive system, and it's way, way, way better than what they did in the first game. I like the system a lot more, but I'm still not going to use it. Boom, boom, and boom. You did extremely well, Lan, as usual. That's it for today. Come run the program again tomorrow. Yeah, that won't be happening. Finally. Hey, new mail. Who's it from? It's from Dex. He wants me at the square right away. Whoops, totally forgot. Then I'm off. If any viruses pop up, bust him good. You're inside Lan's PC. It's connected to the net, and the PCs have many friends. The R button lets MegaMan jack out at any time. You can also jack out in places like that, flashing one over there. Which means I can literally just like walk out if I wanted to. Looking good today, MegaMan, where the program's running inside the PC. Jacking out means that MegaMan returns to the PAT. His HP recovers when he jacks out. If you get beat up by a virus, you should jack out. Sound advice. This internet design is so good. It gives you the sense that you're definitely in something artificial, but it kind of has that cheesy late 80s, early 90s vibe. I love it. Welcome to the net, which provides your access to the world. Viva la net, yeah! This area is under construction, but it'll become helpful to us later on. For now, we'll just go around it. As before, our starting enemies are pretty familiar. Get that guy in the back. A little unorthodox use of the chip, but it does work. A lot of the same rules still apply. The basic concept is still there, but been refined. There are places you can't access freely. For example, you need a passcode to access a private PC. There's also places, like over there, that have been locked up. Sadly, the passcode is not just password 123 either. It's a mysterious security cube. It can't be opened without the proper passcode. Also, with these mystery datas, there's more reason to them. Greens respawn every time you re-enter the net, blue ones like this one appear only the one time, and purple ones require an item for you to open them up. We'll see more of that as the game goes on. Got Bug Frag. We'll get more into those later. Including the mail, but this board makes me want to shop. Really? Left into the warp zone, you'll see the net dealer. Turn right at the square and follow the big road. If you want to shop just because it told you that a shop is there, then you have very limited willpower. I'm a net dealer, what you got? Nah, I'll be back for those HP mems, but, later. This is mail security cube. The cube can't be accessed without a passcode. The passcode is probably something like I Heart Land 1998. Did you know your HP remains as is after a battle? You should recover during battle or use sub-chips after. Your HP is displayed at upper left so you can check it at any time. I'll cover your HP for you now. It's now at max. Yep, we now have a new option in our menu called sub-chips. Now, right now we don't have any, but these will act like traditional items, like potions and keys, in a normal, quote-unquote, normal RPG. We'll get some of those later once I have a bit more money. Busting level shows how well you defeated a virus. You're scored according to speed and quantity. The higher you are, the easier you get sub-chips from them. He's speaking incorrectly there. The better chance you'll get to get battle chips. Not sub-chips. Enemies do not drop sub-chips, ever. Crossgun S. You know what we actually can do with that? There is one very important thing we can do, and that is getting rid of this piece of crap. Better a weapon than that useless chip. Once again, shockwaves are very good chips to have, and will help us throw out stuff that we don't want. For starters, I have entirely too many recoveries, so I'm going to thin that down. Those panel outs aren't going to hang around much longer either. Saw a big navvy and a girl navigating to the square. The square is just below here. Really like south of here, but whatever. Bug frag. Left Dex's PC, right the square. Dex lives right next to it. No wonder he got here way faster than us. He's just being impatient. Too late, man. Where you at, Mega? Roll, Gutsman. Be there in a sec. Literally, like, a sec. MegaMan, finally. We were waiting forever, Lan. Sorry, Dex. Sorry, Mal. You're totally late. What were you doing? Homework. That thing that Lan is supposed to do. And you probably should be doing, too. I checked in as soon as I got home and waited and waited. Sorry. Mom got hold of me too quick. Figures. You too, Mega. Sorry, Roll. Well, they sure are mad. Hey, it's your fault for getting such bad grades, Lan. Yo, guys, you can chat later. Let's get going. Gutsman, let's go ask about upcoming city net battlers. Yeehaw, let's go. Roll, let's go along too. Sure thing, Mel. Later, Mega. And you guys are just gonna ditch me after you lecture me. That's not fun. I love the square. I can meet friends, I can shop, I can do all sorts of things. Today is exam day for the city net battlers too. Welcome to the square. If you jack into the center server, you come out here. You're jacking from somewhere else, right? Well, obviously. The square acts as a town. There are no random encounters here, and lots of NPCs to talk to. Sure is busy here. No viruses either. This is great. I just said that. You just stole that from me, man. Square is fun. Better watch my spending, though. Yeah, you have no idea how right you are. Once again, he has some good stuff, and I'll get that soon. Subchips are used in the sub-screen, not in battle. There are subchips for HP to ward off viruses and more, but be careful, you can only use them once. Each. Subchip dealer, want to see them? Mini energy allows you to heal. Sneak run, I think makes weaker viruses. I don't think it works on ones that are stronger. And unlocker behaves like a key for a chest, basically. And those will become more important later on, and we'll get some freebies along the way. When the board is done, all sorts of info will come in. Let's make the most of it. Yeah, this is basically a forum. The board is beyond this point, but it's under construction. We'll get to it soon. So I take the Z license exam. I'll give it my all. Yeehaw! Hi. The Z license exam is the first step to a city net battler. Will you take it? Z license? You can take the main exam if you have a Z license. If you pass the main exam, you'll become a city net battler. You'll be allowed to access areas that normal navies can't, and receive other privileges as well. Let's begin the Z license exam. Okay? Yes. Z license exam will now begin. Surf the net without losing to a virus, and you pass. Meaning, don't die along the way. Hero data and hope data are hidden on the net. Find them both and bring them here to get your Z license. Let's go, Mega Man. Right on! It is as simple as it sounds. Because we don't have too much area of the net to actually cover, finding it won't take long. Hi. As you may know, you know the 30 battle chips in your chip folder. The 5 you select on this custom screen are picked randomly. Try to load up the chip folder with your favorite chips. Oh, don't worry about that. Listen to the square. People gather here from all over. Go on up. You've already been, haven't you? I sure have. And there are shortcuts to other areas that will crop up as the game goes on. We can also head over this way, but this actually doesn't lead to anywhere just yet. But it will. Bug frag. And this red thing, check the drop data. It looks like it's hero data. MegaMan got hero data. You did it! Yeah! Foreign nets are full of danger. No comment. You can't go unless you have an A license or are very strong. Yumland and Netopia. And we'll get more into those later. We actually will go there. But as said, this has more of a multinational flavor, and we'll get to see a bit of these places as we go. That's really not until Battle Network 4 that we really get like the Globetrotters experience. This here data, result data. We've already watched past one of them. I'm hoping there's another copy there for him, because Gutsman already has enough handicaps. He doesn't need the entire world literally conspiring against him. Once again, chip. Not my cannon. I only have so many of those. I'm gonna prune the L codes. L is not super useful. I think the only code worse for a sword chip is E. And I'll talk more about that in the next game. That actually becomes significant. And for a really dumb reason, like you might not even expect it. In the early phases, it's not like these chips don't have some application. It's just that it's so easy to replace them. Oh yeah, this is a new type of support chip. And this is also the first asterisk code, so I'm going to stop and talk about it for a second. Anything that this comes after will be powered up plus 10. Now, that includes other types of chips, including summons, but not things like healing chips. It's only for damage output. Complete overkill, but it let me get the demo out of the way. Don't need that many defensive chips, I mean, honestly. Let's see. I mean, say what you guys want about my alphabet soup deck. It actually got stuff done. Wasn't left wondering, like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and plink them to death. I took care of business. Wonder if I run past it. It's not impossible. It's been a while since I played. There it is. Check the drop data. Seems to be hope data. Got hope data. You did it. Yeah. There was a little bit of back and forth, but honestly, this is just the game getting you used to the net layout. And honestly, I would argue it might be the most intuitive net layout the series ever gets. Of all the ones that I want to praise, I would say 2, 4, and 5 probably have net layouts that are the most logical and straightforward. I'll get more into each and why I feel that way, but you'll see what I'm talking about soon enough. Oh right, still can't charge. I do have to wonder what Lan did with all my battle chips and power-ups. Well, too much of a good thing is an awesome thing. Yeah, let's get rid of that L code. We want to talk about useless. I'll replace that with something much better soon enough. But what about Area Steal? I don't care about Area Steal. I don't have Stone Man anymore, so it's not doing me any good. And we just have a nice little jog back to the square. Once you're in this area, you're already in the clear. There's no viruses here either. Alright. Dynamite. Tonight. We found both of them. Impressive. Here's your Z license, as promised. The center will contact you about the license test. Do well on that, and you get a full license. So a Z license is more like a provisional kind of thing. For a limited time, we're giving out presents. Here's yours. Let me install on your PET for you. Install the chip selection system. You'll find the chip selection system very useful. If you have any questions, ask the girl next to me. That's all. Good luck and happy busting. We don't need to ask her, actually, because you guys have me here to explain it. Hi, Leon. Heard you got your Z license. Here, here's my computer passcode. Come with MegaMan sometime. So, the chip selection feature is fairly straightforward. If you look up at the top, there's now a little number that's marked for megabytes. Well, what's the deal? Well, the deal is, every chip has a file size, measured hilariously in megabytes because this game came out in 2001. Any chip that we have enough, dictated by that white number there on top, we can pick any chip that is the same or less than what we currently have. So for now, I'm going to give us a nice, good, all-around utility chip, and I'm going to hit select. And now, at the start of every battle, attack +10 asterisk will always be in my starting hand, no matter what. As you go through the game, you'll get memory expansion items that will make it so you can have increasingly more powerful chips. Hey guys, managed to get my Z license. Did it, Dex, I did it, yeehaw! You managed to get the Z licenses too. Let's go virus busting again sometime. Got the Z license, let's head back.